sight, we see light and darkness as we watch the candles flicker. We see the variety of colors and the changing of vestments and church hangings throughout the liturgical year. We see the story of our saints and symbols in our beautiful stained glass windows. With our sense of hearing, we listen to music sung and played, words spoken and sometimes chanted, and at times we listen intently to the overpowering sound of silence that can be a deafening roar as the altar opens. With our sense of smell, we breathe in the holy perfume of incense, the wax of burning candles, and the beautiful scent of anointing oil. With our sense of taste, we savor the bread and wine as we gather together at our Lord's table. And with our sense of touch, we feel the smooth surface of the altar rail, the pages of our beloved prayer book, and the warm, loving hands of our neighbor as we share Jesus Christ's peace with each other. In our worship, not only are our senses in motion, but we as a people are in motion. At any given point during our worship service, we find ourselves either kneeling, standing, or sitting. In general, we kneel to pray, we sit to listen to instruction, and we stand when we sing and to offer praise, and we stand during the reading of the gospel. We stand during the reading of the gospel as for us is it a sign of reverence and respect as it represents the words and actions of Jesus Christ here on earth. And we all turn to face the gospel as it possesses out into the congregation like sunflowers following the life-giving light of the sun as it moves across the earth sky. I also like to think that we stand during the reading of the gospel so that our posture is in a ready-to-move mode. Like a sprinter in the starting block before a race. A sprinter who waits anxiously, muscles coiled like a spring as they wait for the starter's pistol to sound so they can launch themselves forward towards the finish line. I have a hope and a dream that someday the gospel will serve as a starter's pistol for one of us. And that as soon as the gospel has been proclaimed, one of us will launch ourselves out of the church to take the good news of Jesus Christ out into the world. How exciting would that be? Shocking, yes. But wow. What an awesome statement of life, of faith, and of mission. If there was one particular gospel lesson that would cause us to sprint out into the world, putting our worship into motion, today's gospel lesson may just be that one. All three of the synoptic gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, include the story of Jesus returning to his hometown to teach in the synagogue. However, Luke places this story at the very start of Jesus Christ's public ministry. I think Luke does this for a very specific purpose. Very early in Luke's gospel, we hear in quick succession the baptism of Jesus, in which the Holy Spirit descends on him like a dove while Jesus is in prayer, and we hear the affirming words of his Father, "You are my Son, the beloved, with you I am well pleased." Then we hear that Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, is led into the wilderness as a preparation for his ministry. In the wilderness, Jesus is tested 3 times, and in all 3 times he refuses to take the wrong path. The wrong path, which is a one-way trip to a self-serving destination. The right path, the path Jesus chooses, leads to a destination where the needs of others are placed first. A telling mark of this servant-first ministry. And today we hear that Jesus, filled with the power of the Holy Spirit, returns to his hometown and reads from the scroll that includes the writings from the prophet Isaiah. A text that will serve as the mission statement of Jesus' ministry, defining him as the long-awaited Messiah. Jesus is sharing with us in the reading of this scroll his vision, not only for himself, but for us, of of what our actions in the world need to be. In these three stories, told in quick succession, initiate Jesus' public ministry. Luke informs us of the importance of the Holy Spirit in Jesus' life. It is the Holy Spirit who came to him after his baptism. It is the Holy Spirit who guides Jesus into the wilderness and helps him pick the right path. The Holy Spirit who leads Jesus to read the specific text from Isaiah, which will guide his entire ministry on earth. A Holy Spirit-filled ministry that calls him to be an agent of mercy to the downtrodden. A Holy Spirit-filled ministry that allows him to be good news to the poor, that liberates those held captive by the sins of the world, that gives sight to the blind, and provides freedom for the oppressed. A Holy Spirit-filled ministry that puts into motion a new beginning again and again for every time that we fail. This is the ministry of Jesus Christ. A Holy Spirit-filled ministry that calls us, the body of Christ, into motion. The Reverend Joan Gray, who's elected moderator of the Presbyterian Church at the 217th General Assembly in 2006, said this: when you think about it, the Holy Spirit is really the only thing the early church had going for it. The church had no building, no budget, no paid staff, and very few members. Reverend Gray goes on to say, the opposite situation may face us today. We have buildings, we have a budget, we have paid staff, and we have church members. But, she says, do we have the Holy Spirit? Do we have the Holy Spirit? Soon we'll be moving from worship here into our annual meeting. We'll be hearing reports from various committees and ministries. We'll be selecting delegates for our conventions, and we'll be selecting our vestry. Our vestry, whose primary purpose is to helping this congregation fulfill its mission. We'll be reviewing our budget for the upcoming year. We'll hear of the good things that we have accomplished in the past and the good things we have proposed in the future. Perhaps in each of these discussions, we must first ask ourselves, is the Holy Spirit with us? Is it the Holy Spirit that is filling us and leading us to right actions and good decisions? Perhaps we need to hold today's gospel lesson as the benchmark in which all of our discussions and ministries are held to. Today in our gospel lesson, Jesus tells us what his mission statement is. And if we look at the definition of a mission statement, we find it is a statement of an organization's purpose, what its overall goal is, what kind of service it provides. A mission statement is not simply a description of an organization by an outside source, but an expression made by its leaders of their desires and intent for the organization. A mission statement also creates a sense of identity for the members of that organization. A mission statement is used to keep an organization on the right path, to determine if it is accomplishing the task it has set out to accomplish. This is why I think today's gospel lesson can serve as a starter's pistol for us. Upon hearing that we should be streaking out the doors of the church, we have been given our mission statement by our leader, Jesus Christ. A vision of what we are to accomplish. Let us hear it again, but this time with the words of Isaiah pointed towards you. The Spirit of the Lord is upon you, because he has anointed you to bring good news to the poor. He has sent you to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Let these words serve as our mission statement. Let these words stir up our senses. Let these words awaken the Holy Spirit that exists in all of us, putting ourselves in our church in motion. Brothers and sisters, we've been asked to report to the starting line. On your marks, get set. And all God's children say,